Liverpool.
Getting what he has!
A club built on drama. A club where history is written in moments of madness, passion, and sheer chaos. And right now, under new boss Arne Slot, Liverpool are doing what they've always done best, refusing to let the story end until the very last second. If Klopp gave us mentality monsters, Slot has introduced something new. Football that doesn't stop at 90 minutes. Football where the cop holds its breath, waiting for the explosion. Some call it luck, others call it fate. At Anfield, they've already given it a name: Slot Time. The results prove it's no coincidence. Liverpool began the 2025/26 season against Bournemouth. For most of the night, it was balanced, tense, and cagey. But in the final minutes, the game turned.
Salah! The final boss of opening.
Federico Chiesa struck in the 88th, Salah in the 94th, and Liverpool had snatched victory in the dying embers. A week later at St. James's Park came a moment straight out of a fairy tale. 16-year-old YNWA, making his debut, scored in the 100th minute to seal a 3-2 win over Newcastle. Anfield's next test was Arsenal on August 31st. Locked at 0-0, the breakthrough came in the 83rd minute when Dominik Szoboszlai curled in a stunning free kick. Then came Burnley on September 14th. Salah from the penalty spot in the 95th minute, calm under pressure, ruthless as ever. And just days later, in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, Captain Virgil van Dijk powered home a header in the 92nd minute to clinch another victory. That's 5 matches, 5 wins, 5 decisive goals scored after the 80-minute mark. And with that, Liverpool etched their name into Premier League history. The first team ever to win their opening 4 league fixtures with winners coming so late. Not even Ferguson's Manchester United, with their iconic Fergie time, manage that. It's a pattern, a trademark, a phenomenon. For Liverpool fans, it's a story they've lived before. Klopp's Liverpool made late goals a calling card. Divock Origi's stoppage-time winner against Everton, the unforgettable Barcelona comeback, powered by goals that arrived just when belief seemed gone. Klopp built teams that never stopped running and never stopped believing. But Slot's side is adding something unprecedented: the consistency of these finishes. It's not one miracle, here or there. It's every week. And that's what makes it extraordinary.
Slot won 1 league title with Feyenoord and was fairly unknown in England.
To understand why this is happening, you need to look beyond the goals themselves. First, fitness. Slot's regime is built on intensity. His Feyenoord sides in the Eredivisie were praised for relentless pressing, and he has brought the same approach to Liverpool. Watch them closely. Even in the 88th or 99th minute, they're still pressing high, still chasing second balls, still hunting in packs. Opponents crumble under that pressure. Bournemouth couldn't clear their lines late on. Newcastle's legs were gone as stoppage time dragged on. Burnley, who had been organized all evening, cracked under one final wave of pressure. Second, depth. In Klopp's final seasons, Liverpool often lacked impact from the bench. But under Slot, the squad feels re-energized. Federico Chiesa offers creativity and experience. Szoboszlai, now central to this project, is a set-piece specialist who can change a match with one swing of his foot. And then there's YNWA. Raw, fearless, and given the chance to shine when it mattered most. These options aren't about throwing players on and hoping. They're carefully chosen weapons. Van Dijk's header against Atletico wasn't born of chaos. It was the product of a well-drilled corner routine, practiced on the training ground for exactly those moments. Third, mentality. This team believes matches are never over. Even when they admit they'd prefer to win earlier, you can see the conviction in their body language. No panic when the clock hits 85. No loss of focus when the board shows 10 minutes of added time. Instead, there's a sharpening of purpose. It's not hope, it's expectation. And when the fans inside Anfield feel the same, it creates a unique atmosphere. The roar of the Kop late in games is no longer desperation, it's belief. But is this sustainable? That's where the debate begins. Already Liverpool have shown vulnerability. Against Bournemouth, they let a 2-goal cushion slip before rallying late. Against Atletico, they were twice pegged back before winning in stoppage time. These games could easily have ended differently. If the late goal doesn't arrive, points vanish. Over a 38-game season, the balance between resilience and recklessness will define their campaign. Critics say you can't build a title challenge on chaos. Supporters argue that chaos is exactly what makes Liverpool dangerous. Psychologically, though, Liverpool have the edge. For players, every late goal adds another layer of belief. It's not just about winning points. It's about creating the expectation that they'll always find a way. For opponents, it's the opposite. Imagine you're an Arsenal defender, locked at 0-0, and Szoboszlai steps up for a free kick in the 83rd. You've seen what Liverpool have already done this season. Doubt creeps in. Fear takes over. For fans, the effect is even greater. Those moments, Salah's penalty at Turf Moor, Ngumoha's debut strike at St. James's Park, Van Dijk's header against Atletico. They aren't just goals. They're emotional jolts, the kind of memories that define seasons. The bigger picture is even more interesting. In the Premier League, fine margins decide everything. A single late winner in September can be the difference between finishing first and finishing second in May. In Europe, where ties are settled over 2 legs, a stoppage-time goal can change the direction of a campaign. For Slot, this early season run is about more than just points. It's about building belief, momentum, and fear in rivals. Already, no manager wants to see their team defending a draw against Liverpool as the board goes up for added time. Yet Liverpool must balance this chaos with control. Robertson has admitted as much in interviews. The need to win more comfortably, to avoid always playing with fire. Because while late drama is thrilling, it isn't sustainable over 50 or 60 matches. Opponents will adapt. Fatigue will take its toll. Injuries could disrupt the rhythm. And when those things happen, Liverpool will need to prove they can dominate games from the start as well as finish them at the end.
Chases, Alisson plays it into Otamendi.
Looking back at football history, the comparisons are obvious. Ferguson's United made Fergie time a phenomenon. Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen earned the nickname Never Loosen because of their habit of grabbing results late. But what's happening at Liverpool now feels different. This isn't nostalgia. It isn't a highlight reel from 10 years ago. It's happening right now, in front of our eyes, week after week. It's happening under a new coach, with a squad rebuilt for a new era. And it's redefining what it means to play for Liverpool. So where does it all lead? That's the question hanging over every game. Are Liverpool simply riding a wave of adrenaline and good fortune? Or have they discovered a new superpower? For supporters, it feels like destiny. For rivals, it feels like doom. For neutrals, it's pure entertainment. Whatever the truth, Liverpool have once again become the team you can't switch off the TV on. Leave before the final whistle, and you'll probably miss the moment that changes everything. One thing is certain, until the whistle blows, Liverpool will keep writing endings that feel less like football matches and more like drama scripts. And in a game built on moments, maybe that's all that really matters.